Hi Internet! This is my introduction video to say hello and talk about one of the things that I love, and one of the things that I love is Filofax. My last decent setup was actually a pocket Malden that was good for mobility, and it was also my wallet. And then I had an A5 Finsbury in that gorgeous yellow, and I'm still kicking myself that I don't have it anymore. And that worked out really well for me. But then, because I never learned, I decided to go back to digital because the iPad came into play, and I used an app called Awesome Notes. Awesome Notes is actually pretty good. I'm just trying to show a busy month here so you can see there's a lot of color coordination, a lot of tabs you can add in, a lot of stuff you can add. There's to-do lists, all the stuff you need. Still wasn't working for me though, because I was still handwriting most of my notes. So I decided to go back to a Filofax. I decided that Personal was probably the way to go because the pocket is kind of useless for me. It's too small. The A5 I loved, however I also wanted something that was a bit more portable, which the A5 is not. So I went with the Personal Finsbury and Antique Rose because it was on sale. I think it cost me like 30 bucks. It was a good deal. And also because I'd had such a nice experience with the Finsbury and the A5. The Personal does not thrill me the same way. I don't know how much of that's the colour. I really don't think it is the colour. I just think it doesn't work on the smaller size. Not for me anyway. There was also a flaw with the top ring. And I'm one of those people where I say, no, it won't bother me, and then it eats me alive. So I've been getting more and more resentful of this thing as the year goes by. My organisation, unfortunately, is still kind of all over the place because I went from a very effective dual system to a very ineffective digital system, and now I'm trying to condense all that crazy into here. I've also got life changes going on that are affecting how I'm trying to organise stuff, and it's a little bit all over the place. So I'll just give you a little run through what I've got going on here. The usual left-hand side for most people, which is post-its, notepaper, and stickers all over the place. I got some stars in here. Both my husband and I quit smoking recently. He gets gold stars. He's over 100 days now. I think he's at 115-ish probably. I'm only at 60 something because we were smart enough to realize that sharing the same roof, we probably shouldn't try quitting at the same time. And it's actually worked out really well because this isn't our first time trying. And we haven't killed each other, so thumbs up. That's Fozzie Bear because I ripped my thumbnail off today. So he has gold stars, I have silver stars to mark the milestones. One of the things I'm considering is actually getting a new binder for one of my milestones as a you did it treat, because not only do I have a flaw with this ring here, but they're starting to gap a little bit, and that's gonna just kill me. So yeah, this, I don't know where this came from. It's really hard plastic and it's great for protecting my front page. I don't think it's from Filofax, and maybe it's from like a day runner or something. I don't know. I don't know where it is. This old. It is so old. I just don't know where it came from. And a Wonder Woman. So then I have my flyleaf with some stickers and some flags and post-its. I have my color coordination sheet, which is almost completely irrelevant at this point because I'm constantly at the moment changing things about. I'll talk about it as I go through the tabs, but yeah, I got the lifestyle change coming up. We're trying to sort of eat healthier and exercise more. Now we've got the quitting smoking under control. We start phase 2, which is exercise, and then phase 3 will be diet, or maybe the other way around. I haven't decided yet. Obviously I'm not ready for it yet. I have my boring business cards. I say boring, but as an expat, you always need to know where the British store is. I know where both of mine are. Thank you very much. Cute picture of my husband and me on our wedding day. We were just babies. This is from when we first started dating, so this is probably almost 20 years old now. It's my personal info. I only use 6 months at a time of my calendar. I don't like to be completely overstuffed. I know some people it's like a goal to be as overstuffed as possible. I can't do it. As messy as I am, as you can see, 100 days. As messy as I am, I actually do like to keep things a little bit more streamlined. There's my 60-day silver star. So yeah, I only keep 6 months at a time to stop the bulk. And it's all over the place at the moment because I have not decided on a new system since I've changed things over. I really need to sort myself out. It's just embarrassing. I have one of those wicked pocket envelopes with the full-size pocket on the back that I haven't used yet. That's my baby boy. First tab, I made my own tabs. The problem being I could not cut a straight line if my life depended on it. I used a guillotine on this and it's still not straight. It is impossible for me. Anyway, because they're a little bit thinner than the cardboard and coloured, so I thought it would be a fun change. First tab is my home tab, another picture of my boy. We had a calendar made of him because of a promotion that they had at Snapfish, so it's just one of the older months cut out. So, home tab, I got my to-do list. I'm actually surprised at all those check marks. I've got my reading list. Every time I hear someone talk about a book, I write it down until I can get my hands on it. My gimme list, which is my shopping list, long-term goal shopping list. So, you know, I need a new pair of pinking shears, a new stylus, a new lap stand for my stitching, more paper, and possibly a new binder. I was considering getting the original in the A5, but now I'm leaning towards the personal because I think maybe a bit smaller would be better. I was actually looking at the compacts last night. I don't know if I can downsize that much, but it's something I'm going to be looking into. Not that you care. Okay, so my second tab is projects. This is one of the tabs that I don't need it because I do a lot of embroidery and cross stitch. I keep a lot of notes and ideas here. I even have some sketch paper. But the problem is, I put it all down in here, but I also have it in my sketchbook. So it becomes, this is my newest sketchbook, it's delicious. It becomes kind of redundant. Oh, there's my boy again. Because I end up writing essentially the same stuff. So I'm thinking of just eliminating this entire section because I don't need it. If I do want to write myself a note, I can just write myself a note or send myself a note because I do use my phone for my notes, so I could always do that. Oh, actually, yeah. Oops. My diary, I was using the Dodo pads. I do this every year. Every year I say, you know what? I'm going to use the Dodo pad. This time it'll be different. And it never is. I use it and it's just such a mess. Oh my god, it is such a mess. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. So every year I write in it for probably a couple of months and then I remember I like to write the size of a human being. Okay, so yeah, so that was my projects tab. I think I'm going to get rid of that. Then there's my internet tab. That's my baby girl. See, it's an internet, so I put Tweety birds on there. Get it? Get it? No. So I have post ideas for my blog, video ideas because I want to start doing more of that, notes to myself, password list. It's not actually a password list, it's hints because I'm not completely stupid. Just stupid enough that I need to have a list with hints because I can never remember my passwords. Alright, next tab is my lifestyle tab. This is actually a newer tab. It used to be, I used to have an Etsy store, a pretty large blog and online store, but I'm phasing them out because they are not bringing me anything remotely like pleasure at the moment, and for the items I sell at the prices I sell them, it is so not worth the hassle. I'm just getting pooped on a daily basis if I'm not getting ripped off. and I'm tired of it, so I think it's time for a fresh start, which is part of the whole rebrand with Wonder Molly. I'm just gonna start from scratch, be myself. I don't have time or energy to be looking for a profit, so that tab went the way of the dodo, and I put in my lifestyles tab. It's not doing much. I have had this fortune cookie for years. It just says, always accept yourself the way you are. I do fairly okay with that. Anyway, so yeah, I have some long-term. Moving on. Some notes to myself about things I want, some snack alternatives, I'm hoping for more inspiration, but like I say, it hasn't really kicked off yet. And I also have this little pocket. Every time I'm at the grocery store or my friend's house and I get a recipe, I pop it in my pocket so I can keep it safe until I get home and organize. This tab, I don't know whether I need the lifestyle tab, to be honest, because it's one of those things where, will I utilize it? I was considering doing meal planning, and I actually thought about just putting a whiteboard in the kitchen, splitting it into two, so then a week part with meal ideas, and then on the right hand side, you know, the shopping list. And it also forces hubby to get involved and contribute more to that as well and be more aware. In which case maybe this is kind of redundant and I should just have a binder in the kitchen. I don't know. If I do that, I could pretty much convince myself to get a compact. And the Luxe is on sale. Oh, stop. Okay. Last tab is the note tab, which is notes. So there's my notes about Filofax and how I'm trying to change it up. A bunch of other stuff. My Wonder Molly rebranding. Alternate prefixes I considered. Keen Molly, Wonder Molly, Super Molly. Yeah, I'm just a floating evil head. My Filofax post-its and flags. And then a soppy card that Hub sent me for my birthday a few years ago. And that's pretty much it. I use a regular pen and my 4-color pen for my theoretical color coding. I don't have a fancy mancy pen because I lose them. It doesn't matter if I'm literally holding onto it, I can still lose it. So I use that, and I also use some glitter pens and some highlighters and like post-it collection and stickers and washi tape and all the good stuff. I haven't been using them this time around because I haven't decided how I'm organizing. I'm almost thinking a new binder might motivate me to do the fresh start properly, so that might be something that I do. Look at that. I could get rid of some of that. I could totally get into a compact. I started looking at compacts videos last night on YouTube, and there was a couple that sort of had me going, yeah, I can do that, I can do that. But then the cold light of day, and it's like, you know what? You're a pack rat. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I'm lying. I'm totally gonna go and order a Calypso or a Luxe in about 5 minutes. I can't decide which one. I think the Calypso, maybe. That yellow was very nice. Yeah, so that's me dwelling on Filofaxes.